In the last video, we ran Takeoff Boost and saw the results appear. Now let's dig a little deeper into those results. We'll cover what each result type means, how to improve accuracy, and how to customize your Takeoff Boost conditions for your specific needs. Just like we saw before, you'll find all of your Boost takeoff assigned to the active bit area, with conditions organized in a Boost folder and assigned to Boost-specific layers. Let's look at each result type in detail. Footprint area appears as an area takeoff drawn along the outside edge of the exterior wall. This is ideal for getting a general square foot measurement of the building. Net area appears as multiple area shapes drawn along the inside edge of surrounding walls. Net area is particularly useful for flooring contractors. Ceilings appear as area takeoff. Takeoff Boost identifies ceiling types based on patterns. Gridded areas become ceiling tiles, shaded areas become gypsum board, and everything else appears as a generic ceiling. If your plan uses tags to identify different ceiling areas, like ACT1, ACT2, etc., selecting the tag shape allows Boost to further separate the takeoff for you. Walls appear as linear conditions. The results depend on your tag selection in the Takeoff Boost window. If you used no tag, or Boost was unable to identify a specific wall, you'll see a linear condition named wall. If you selected a wall tag, you'll see separate conditions for each wall type. Painting appears as a linear condition called wall surface. This traces both sides of all of your walls to give you accurate square foot measurements. Count items include windows, doors, plumbing fixtures, elevators, and more. Windows function the same way as ceilings and walls. If your plan uses a shape to identify window types, Takeoff Boost will identify each type separately. With no tag selected, Boost returns a single generic count for all windows on the page. Now that we know what sort of takeoff to expect from Boost, let's discuss the accuracy and usability of those results. Boost Takeoff provides a strong starting point, though you'll want to review and refine the results for your final bid. Takeoff Boost's primary goal is to get you started and help you identify projects you want to invest your time in to create a full estimate. Once you decide a project is worth bidding on, you can take what Boost has given you and make some quick modifications to make the takeoff more accurate and usable in your bid. You can refine Boost results in three main ways: editing condition properties like dimensions, reassigning takeoff to different conditions, and adjusting the shapes themselves. Let's look at each one of these. First, you'll often need to edit condition properties. To edit the properties for an item, double-click the condition name in the Conditions panel. The Condition Properties window opens, where you can edit the condition's dimensions, appearance, results, and organizational properties like type, layer, or condition number. A common change you'll need to make is to assign a height to your wall surface condition. Now, if all of your walls are the same height, you're done. But what if you have 8-foot walls in one area and 10-foot walls in another? You'll need to split them into separate conditions so each can have its own height. On-screen takeoff has the perfect method to do just that. It's called reassigning takeoff. Let's look at it next. Here's how it works. Select the takeoff you want to reassign, right-click on the plan, select Reassign Condition, and then choose the new condition. There are other ways to reassign takeoff, but the Reassign Condition method simplifies the process by only showing you the conditions available based on the type of takeoff you're reassigning: linears to linears, areas to areas, and counts to counts. For a more detailed walkthrough and to see those other methods for reassigning, see our full Reassign Takeoff training video. Finally, you can adjust the takeoff shapes themselves. Boost does an excellent job of taking off the walls and general areas, but any small discrepancy can affect your bid when dealing with large projects, so you may still need to make some minor adjustments. You can move any piece of takeoff by selecting it with the Select tool and dragging it to a new position. Once selected, you can use the poly points to change the shape or size of the object. Dragging the poly points on a linear object can change the condition's length or angle. Area takeoff has two types of poly points: large points and small points. The larger points typically appear at corners, and adjusting them works just like the points on a linear. They let you change the length or angle of a side. The small points always appear between two larger points, and lets you push or pull aside while keeping its angle. Sometimes you might find multiple poly points along the same line. You can't push or pull the sides when this happens. Takeoff Boost tries to use the fewest number of poly points possible when creating takeoff, but you may need to reduce them further. You can drag a large point on top of another large point to remove it, but that could get tedious real fast. Instead, use the Simplify Area tool to automatically reduce the number of poly points in an area takeoff. Just select the takeoff and click the Simplify Area button on the right side of the screen. The shape may change slightly depending on the number of points removed, but you should find the resulting takeoff is more easily manipulated, allowing you to get a more accurate result. To wrap up, with a few quick modifications, you can transform Takeoff Boost results into an accurate, usable takeoff for your bids. Instead of spending hours clicking walls and counting windows, you're spending minutes refining what Boost already captured, freeing you up for the work that actually wins projects.